I'm not gonna say that I blew off college for ass, but
Sex.
that
I've heard for
definitely happened at least once. Anyways, hello everyone. That's how we're
uh,
starting the stream.
let it be known that Zach did not get an education and instead decided to eat every single ass.
Hey, that's an education in and of itself, all right? I don't want to hear any fucking words out of you, you bitch. Oh man, we're back, Jared.
It's an education of a kind, you know.
Yeah.
And yes,
Anyways,
in fact, we are back with more Star Wars. Not sure how
uh
much Star Wars has to do with getting ass, but you know,
well,
that's
this
neither here
game
nor there. Really.
this game is hornier than the last game. I'll tell you that much for free.
Oh, really? It's
Uh-huh.
hornier?
Uh-huh. I mean, as horny as a Star Wars game made in 2004 can be, but it's a little
Which
hornier.
is to say, not very.
Well, compared to the last game, it is exponentially hornier. So, trust me on this one.
Exponentially. By the way, did you put
Expo.
an announcement out?
Oh, whoops. Let me do that now.
You
What do
fool!
you mean, you fool?
You fool!
You.
Cum bucket.
It's time. Get
Get good.
Coder the
It's
second.
time to do.
Ah, okay, cool. That's solved. I'll just do and ticket
Announcement.
we're good.
Get good.
Get
That should have been. That should have been the announcement. Just get good.
get. Oh, we're not. We got to get to Dark Souls before we start saying get good.
You're right.
Do you have interest in watching me suffer in Dark Souls? Because
Not particular.
really, uh, fine. I'll do it on my own then. I'll suffer on my own, bitch.
If you really, really need me there, I
I
will. I will be support.
I want
But
you to be there while you watch me have mental breakdowns, Jared. It'll be fun. I promise.
will it though? Will it be
Yes.
run or will it be fun?
Yes, both.
It will be. It
I'm
will
like
be much run.
I'm like not half bad at Souls games. It's like it's hard, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, the closest I can get to doing a Souls game is Hollow Knight.
Which is a
And
Souls
as you
game.
sort of, but as you saw, like I still suffer.
Yeah, that's the point. All right, anyways, let's get into some Star Wars. Are you ready?
I'm sure.
All right, actually, do I have any extra clothes? No, I don't want to put any of those on. So
Yeah,
here we are.
thinking about it,
Look,
I'm not sure
not
to
like
what extent
Whoops.
a Souls game, not a Souls game, a Star Wars game can be horny.
Um,
But you
trust me.
know, it's it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, just trust me on this one. Oh,
Too
right.
bad it's not post COVID because as we know, everyone is just horny on main like post COVID.
Yeah,
Like we really have entered a new realm of existence.
that's true.
Is Bigfoot meowing at you?
He's just sitting on some stuff. So this is where we
look,
left off with Atten last
not
time.
like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
There was a response that I did want to did want to say. This number one is very funny. She seems well enough for someone who just lost her hand.
Yeah, so I guess it's not with that hand of hers. Like, well, you mean lack thereof?
You mean
but
without
whatever.
that hand of hers?
Precisely.
Exactly.
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
Was she in all that much pain? I'm not sure. She looked like she was more frustrated with, you know, with the droid going beep boop bop and Atten being Atten.
Right. So, number two. Then she didn't seem in pain to me.
Yeah.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's
God
just too
damn
proud
it,
to show
dude.
any weakness. Especially in front of you.
you know, a very manly stuck oh my god, dude.
That's odd.
Anyway,
That's odd.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos.
okay.
When did you get sensitive, Jesus?
Yeah,
Alright.
1.
Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
Alright, fine. You're right. Do you want me to go with 1?
Sure.
Alright, she may be in pain. I'll see if I can go help. Yes, all cancels out of that. And free light side. Free good boy points, baby.
Good boy points.
Good boy
Hell
points.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Our son.
Oh yeah, we get T3 has more to say.
Since we don't have, well, he doesn't really say anything. It's more that we just, you know, make up comments.
Ooh, look.
Another HK unit? Ugh! These things all need to be put down, every single one of them.
Well,
I won't rest until they're dead.
this looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Paragus. Its power core still carries charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Let's diagnose that droid. Alright, it looks as if this droid is missing 4 critical components. Its processor, a replacement chassis, the control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. Well, thankfully, while we were on Paragus, when we murdered that first HK unit, we got a vocabulator off its body. So we'll stick
But it
that.
wasn't a very good one.
No,
Or maybe it wasn't being used well.
it was being used like shit. So let's snap that back in there. Cool. You've installed the droid's vocabulator. I will step away. Sweet. So look at that. An HK unit. It's your favorite, Jared.
No, my least favorite.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I love him. Give him credit.
I was also gonna say that, like, since we don't have Bigfoot to be our son in this game, instead we will have T3 be our boy.
Yeah. So there's your engine all latticed up. Amazing. And if we go in here into the garage, there's the whole fucking hole was latticed together. So it's
Very
space
nice.
worthy.
Otherwise,
but
just barely.
I know, right? Just barely. So no one's in here for now.
Where's our gal?
Just back this way. Oh, something fun and interesting. So here's our party selection screen, right? You may notice something about the
we got more parties, and also no silhouettes.
we have no silhouettes, so it's always a mystery, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you so here. I think you saw,
It's gonna
right?
be a mystery only for me, but sure.
Yeah. Well, so there are 10 slots, right? Which is 1 more than we had the last game. However, we actually will get 11 party members total.
How will it display 11?
I'll show you when we get there, but it's an important distinction because that is a mod. And it's not a mod that adds new stuff, but you'll see. It'll be fun and interesting, and you'll like it. Oh, here we go.
Here she is.
Kreia.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
Ah.
How about 1? Just start there.
Yeah, when you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
Oh, crap, I'm starting the stream without water? Ugh.
Oh, are you
Cool.
serious?
Apparently.
Bruh.
If I could, I would have protected you. I'm sorry for your I'm sorry for your loss. I lost a loved one. My hand. Consider the pain a less. What the fuck? Jesus. If I felt the loss of your hand, what would have happened if you had died? Oh, that's curious. I am curious what the answer would that to be.
You want to go
Or
4 then?
Might be. Yeah, curious about 4.
I do not know. I fear that. the consequences would have been more extreme.
Probably. Like my hand was dropped in molten I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite. Ow. How about 1? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just
And
saying
the
death.
sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
It would have killed me. Actually, yeah, I'm a 3. Are you saying my life is tied to yours?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Wait, is that actually like? I wonder if that's actually like that hasn't actually been a thing in game, right? If Kreia or we go down, the other one goes down too.
No. Well, I mean,
That would be a very tricky game mechanic to execute well.
yeah. We haven't seen it yet. I'll say that much. So there's
Add in
a lot of
progress, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of good options for you to choose from here.
What can we do? I don't want to make action. I don't want my actions to place you at risk. Candidates, be careful again. At your age, you could die at any moment. Jesus, shut the fuck up.
Number 5 is funny too.
I'm a half-dead delusional old woman. I'm thinking 1 or 2, not after that. You're an inconvenience to me. No, shut the fuck up. I'll just say do 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll work together and try to be careful until we fix this.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Could this bond have happened? Does our connection have any advantages? Well, I mean, she's able to talk to us remotely. That's kind of advantageous.
Mm-hmm.
We have a built-in walkie-talkie.
Right, exactly.
I've never heard of a link like this before in holocrons or in the Jedi histories. Yeah, we didn't even have this connection with what's-her-face, fucking Bastila.
Bastila? No.
I'm curious about 3. Like, I've never heard of a link like this before.
Mm-hmm.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well.
I was just about to say, like...
Indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Isn't that so fucking great?
I was just about to say, like, wait a minute, but, like, if it has a bad side to it, like...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it could... With the right kind of game design and, like, execution, it could be done well where that there is a benefit and a drawback to having 2 characters linked where... not just like bad things that happen to them, but also good things. And so, like, yeah, if one of you has like a status effect, positive or negative, it goes both ways. And so, the 2 of you as a pair can strengthen, but also can be weakened collectively.
Right.
So what do we do now? Actually 4. I feel like my character would need to know, like, what else has happened since the war, since they've kind of been, like, under the proverbial rock this entire time.
Okay, yeah, sure. Can you tell me what's happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
We don't need to know about the wars. And what happened after the war?
As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
Oh, I never heard it stated exactly in that way.
Right?
But I mean, doesn't seem like an inappropriate interpretation here. That like the Mandalorian, like militaristic, worldview, and their really violent, just like view of life, changed the Jedi who like fought against them,
Right. Exactly.
and that was the Jedi Civil War.
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
Oh, they're not even healing; they're still bleeding. Ooh.
Mm.
How are Malak and the Sith defeated?
1.
Yeah, I mean, we
As
know the
all
answer,
Sith
but like,
do, without a strong
know what they
enemy,
say.
the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
see, that's also what makes them so fascistic. Is like that's once fascists have no one else to fight, they always fight each other. Like
Right.
it is the death drive. Like the, I mean, capitalism already has a death drive in it, but like what makes fascism a post-capitalist like philosophy is the fact that it weaponizes the death drive to like and turns it into a political program
Right.
where the only implication is full destruction first of everyone else and then yourself,
Yeah.
or I guess after creating others and then destroying those others, then the in-group must also be destroyed.
Right.
So yeah, the Sith, like the Sith Jedi slash Republic, because the Jedi and the Republic go pretty close together. Like the like as we discussed in the previous game, like the Jedi slash Republic versus Sith conflict is very like without even realizing they were doing that. Like the creators of Star Wars, including Lucas, basically created a fictional version of the liberal versus fascist like conflict.
Right. Exactly.
What happened to Revan? Yeah, I'm curious to hear the game's presentation, like, or explanation of the previous game's events.
No one knows, certainly not I. After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where she has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
Wasn't the best answer. I feel like the events of the previous like I feel like the events of the previous game should have been known enough to know like what happened, like because the question was like, you know, what happened to Revan, not where is Revan now, but she's just like, I don't know, like
So
okay,
based on
so
what
he didn't.
Well, based on what Kreia said, she said, well, Revan ended up defeating Malak, right? And then our question was, so then what happened to Revan? And I guess the assumption is, well, what happened to Revan after she defeated Malak?
The better response would have been mentioning that, like, you know, especially given what the last mention of Revan was just that Revan was captured by the Republic.
Well, and then
or
and
the
then,
Jedi, or the Jedi. Like the next logical thing to say is, Revan was brainwashed, like by the Jedi, and like turned into like a new person, and
I feel like you didn't hear what Kreia said. She said that Revan was captured and then escaped the Jedi. The word she said was escaped the Jedi to go defeat Malak.
I didn't hear anything about escaping, but I saw the thing about where she said like was captured.
Captured by
but
the
then
Jedi.
Here just said defeated Malak, but like there's
before
it feels
that,
like there's some stuff there in between that was skipped over.
Yeah, but what she said was, she said, you know, Revan escaped the Jedi to go defeat Malak. And she did use the word escape.
Is that really what we did? Because that's not really what happened.
Sure, but like, I mean, do you
expect
everybody to know specifics?
No, but there has not been enough presented here to indicate that there are other kinds of interpretations. Like so far we've seen two people give their take on it, but like it hasn't, the way the dialogue has been written has not given a proper sense that like these are just different points of view on it.
I don't know about that
It's
one.
it's it's
I feel
it's
like the fact that you
it's
even missed something as blatant as what she said is a little bit. But I mean, you got to pay attention to the dialogue. It goes fast. This is not BioWare level writing. I promise you.
I'm just saying I'm sensitive to continuity, and like here I'm not entirely sure I'm getting the sense that they're having proper continuity.
Okay. So
Or
I mean,
enough to like satisfy me.
okay.
So Revan saved the Republic. You're saying Revan abandoned the war. Revan turned against Malak for the sake of the Republic. 1.
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left
certain point
wounds
of
that have
view.
yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
You can cover. Republic is weak. It didn't deserve to win. Well, I'm guessing you can become a Sith in this game if you want as well.
Yeah.
Malak and Revan should have crushed the Republic. Their questions. I guess 1.
Then we must do what we can until there's a chance to recover from the war.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
But we know that the Republic does survive, so at least some version of it survives long enough to get around to the main Star Wars events that most people are familiar with. Also, another probably unconscious, as is generally the case when libs write. Most of the time that they channel political thought, it is generally unconsciously. Further, they're indicating like by calling the Republic a stagnant beast, also like a reflection of the fact that the neoliberal structures that currently dominate our world today are also stagnant in a state of terminal institutional decay. So it's another like little instance of art reflecting real life there, but probably done without even realizing it.
I feel like you're not giving this game enough credit, but
maybe someone actually had some sense here though, but like, dude, unless someone is like actually conscious, like politically conscious, there is no real like ability to understand this. Like within our current paradigm, political structures are designed to be invisible. So unless you are trained in some capacity to see them, the only way that you can actually understand them in any way is just through like through intuition and like unconsciously kind of like reproducing them rather than actually consciously knowing like how they work.
okay.
So I like, it's just like maybe there was someone who was writing this who actually like knew what they were doing, but likely is not, that wasn't the case. Can anything be done to help the Republic? Vader did avoid his fate for too long. Perhaps it's best to stand as on its own. Well, I'm pretty sure we don't really have that option going for the good boy route.
What, number
Excuse
3?
me. Yeah.
We can say it if you want.
Then I guess 1.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
It's unusual. Before it was pretty clear that like the majority of the like while we were very much involved
Mm-hmm.
in it, like the main thrust of the conflict was kind of external to us.
Right.
Sure, we were like the former like Darth Revan, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, the Jedi formerly known as Revan. But we weren't really like the driving force behind like the conflict.
Right.
In the sense of like the story, like obviously we were responsible for everything that happened, or the previous version of us like was responsible, but like the narrative of the game rather like um regardless of whether or not we were there, basically like there still would have been a war.
Mm-hmm.
But here she's saying it's focused on us, so
Mm-hmm.
that's different. That's unexpected. That whoever skincare man over there is who wants to come after us, like he's interested in us specifically.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The threat is directed against me, like one.
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the
What?
true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
You had me there until you had to start going into light and dark, like existential, essentialist, evil, good nonsense. Ultimately, one of the fatal flaws of Star Wars.
Jared.
Zach,
Jared, give the game
Zach.
the benefit of the doubt.
It's already making its ideology clear, Zach.
Is it though? Is it?
Well, so far, like Kreia has been the mouthpiece for most of the game's ideology, and that is the ideology it's presenting.
And what have you
It
gleaned from
is. It's not much different from like what is basic to Star Wars. Granted, it is still the beginning of the game, so who knows? Like well, you know, obviously, but like it very well could actually start interrogating these ideas more deeply later and actually and actually having something interesting and productive to say. And like I really do want to hold out the hope. Like you said that this game is much more philosophically grounded and is much more mature in this regard, and I really want to hold out the hope for that. But I've seen so many bad instances of like situations where people say something is actually good, and then I get into it and it actually has nowhere near like the philosophical panache that it was said to have, or um, or just other kinds of disappointments. And so here, like I'm already coming at it with kind of a sour taste in my mouth, and so I'm just it has
You should give
I've yet
things more of the
I have
benefit
yet
of
to
the
be,
doubt.
and I should like I admit that I am being probably more critical than is fair, but I have a lot behind that perspective, and that I have yet to be properly impressed by what I've seen so far. Like, or I've yet to be impressed, and like what I've seen so far is not like giving me much to say that when it comes to like how these kinds of games or whatever can actually present something like intellectually competent. Other questions I had. I'll have to take it at once. I need time to reflect on this. Yeah, I'd say two.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Go tend to the fool. Fool has a name. He does feel odd to me. Adden isn't so bad. Just well, maybe he is. I like that. Just like well. I'll crack his skull into bulkhead if he tries.
I like
Will
three.
any of these responses get us or like cause us to gain or lose influence with anyone? Because I don't want to. I'm more interested in not losing influence.
I think 3 is the one that doesn't lose any influence. I'm pretty sure. I could
And who
be
would
wrong.
it be with Adden or with her?
Kreia, because we're in conversation with Kreia.
Okay, good. I like that's another thing I would like to know because he's not part of this conversation, so ultimately anything we say here should have no impact on him.
Which is something the game takes into account. Unless you have someone
good.
actively talking to her in your party, or is like within earshot, then you don't actually lose influence or gain influence.
Good. It doesn't metagame. Thank you. 3 then. He's not so bad. Well, I guess. 3.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
If he has allies, that is.
There we go.
But yeah, you're glowing. Like, wait,
I
who's
was
glowing?
glowing.
Is she glowing?
Yeah, no, that was me.
You're right on top of her, so it looked like she might have been glowing.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, at this point, he is basically episode 4 Han Solo.
Yes, correct.
Like that, I don't know if that's what they realized they were doing here, but in terms of his character arc, not as a individual, but in terms of his archetype and what his character is, he is essentially just episode 4 Han Solo. He's just suave outlaw guy who just kind of serves himself, doesn't care about anyone, cynical and self-serving, and
that's accurate for now.
generally, oh look, it's where Jolie was. Oh, that room feels so empty without Jolie.
Yeah.
I miss that. I miss that crotchety old man.
Right.
Our son is okay. Good.
So we can actually so he actually does have more stuff.
But I was gonna say, yeah, generally speaking, I don't particularly find that character archetype very interesting. The Han Solo, where he starts out, or at neither. I'm also just like Han Solo, a misogynist too, so it tracks as well.
Right, but
so I don't particularly find that kind of character type very interesting or compelling, but I like you said, I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and I will see where the game takes him and how he changes, and hopefully for the better.
Well, so the cool thing about Star Wars at large, right, is because it has this backlog of all these years of stuff, right? Things were developed more in depth and over time, right? So Han Solo, before we meet him in episode 4, fun fact, and this is regardless of the fucking Solo movie. I don't give a shit about it. I didn't see it. Fuck that shit.
I never saw it either. I don't know. Most of those, just as a side note, I feel like most of those standalone Star Wars movies kind of feel like fan fiction to me.
Yes, but that's the thing. Okay, let me.
I'm
not gonna go on this rant now, but I'll give you the SparkNotes version of it. Fan fiction is just as legitimate as anything else that anyone puts out, for the simple reason of Star Wars itself was designed not to be one cohesive story, but kind of sort of a mess that you have to rifle through and figure out for yourself what you like.
To an extent, only because I know of series where that's actually, I think, more true, is that there is no cohesion to it. Star Wars, I think, was designed originally to have cohesion.
Yes and
no. So it still has that at its core.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Maybe, but there's one thing that was written into Star Wars at the very, very beginning. I'll just get out of this. Hold on. Bye-bye. So, Star Wars at the beginning, when George Lucas first was writing it and had these ideas, he wanted it to come across as if it was being told like many, many, many years down the road, right? It's hence a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, right? And his idea was, okay, well, episodes 4, 5, and 6 or whatever, or like however far he got, was going to be told through the lens of these creatures called Wills, Wills. And I think we talked about this a little bit. But it was supposed to be told by R2-D2 hundreds of years after the fact to these creatures who were recording it and writing it down. And that was the original idea. It was like these were meant to be like these were like stories being told to someone else after the fact.
Okay, but like that's not in any way represented in the actual lore or in the actual narrative.
It is represented in the lore. It's not represented in the narrative. You're right, because these are stories. It was ultimately meant like he wanted to make a film, so he made a film, right? But if you read the novelization at the very beginning, it's an excerpt, quote unquote, from the Journal of the Wills, and it explains exactly what the purpose of it was. And again,
Hope
like
the sounds of fucking lawnmowers outside isn't too loud.
I can't hear it. It's all good. But anyways, yeah, I know. If
Good.
you just look at the movies themselves, sure. But that's, again, it's like if you keep yourself in an icebox, you're only going to think the world is cold. So,
Well, I think an important point to consider is also that for most people, their understanding of Star Wars is purely through the films and shows,
which is fine.
and that is cohesive, and like it doesn't really, like, without going into like hard like theory, I don't know how else to describe it to you, but like there's a reason why I've said some version before where like it doesn't really matter what you intend something to be, but rather like how structurally a piece of media is actually produced and consumed, that actually like and how it is responded to. And so in that respect, the legacy of Star Wars for the last like half century or whatever has been that it is structured for most people's consumption in a cohesive manner. So when you have something like that, now you can actually start speaking of things that are canonical and non-canonical.
Okay,
because now there's cohesion that has to be, or that can be. There's cohesion and coherency that can be respected or can be ignored.
But like by that, in that same breath, right? It's like if you want to make the argument of like, okay, well these things, right, were meant to be consumed en masse, so only the things that are, en masse consumed are the ones that matter. It's like, cool, then everyone only knows this from the movies, so then any of this posturing, about, extra things in the lore is kind of irrelevant and only matters to people who give a shit about the universe and like who want to dig even deeper, right? Which, again, if you only want to watch Star Wars for the movies, then fine, but like if there's so much extra information about like the universe that was built and crafted, and if you want to get into the weeds of talking about, the concepts and the ideas behind the universe, but you only want to keep that to the movies, then again, you're just intentionally shooting yourself in the foot and refusing to take in extra information. So it's like,
I'm not arguing for how to consume.
No, you're arguing about what is consumed. So like what I'm saying is like, sure, but the people who only watch the movies, right? Like they're happy to just watch the movies, and like none of this extra stuff really matters to them. Does that make sense?
No, but that's exactly the point. That like, in a certain respect,
right,
for the mainstream Star Wars doesn't actually involve or include any of this stuff, like all this extra stuff. It kind of is like a separate thing,
which is fine.
Structurally speaking, in terms of like how it is. Like I'm not saying whether or not that's good or bad. Just like the popular Star Wars being primarily then the films and I guess maybe some of the movies and shows, like that kind of is a separate thing from the extended universe, all the games, the deeper stuff that you've mentioned, like it in a broader literary sense still has some degree of cohesion and is related to it in through either narrative connections or through thematic connections, whatever the case may be. But if we're looking at just how that kind of media is understood and what its place in culture is, and also how people consume it, and also the effects of how it was produced, the way popular Star Wars was presented and how it has been structured for decades and decades has been that there is a cohesion to it, and there isn't necessarily supposed to be all this extra stuff, or that if there is, it's kind of secondary and you don't need to worry about it if you're a Star Wars, like just a basic Star Wars consumer or some such. And again, like I'm not arguing that that's good or bad. I'm just saying like that's the reality of how it kind of has been built.
Then I fail to see your point. If those people aren't really going to care about this extra stuff, then why entertain them with the idea that there is stuff behind what they see in the movies?
Because there's other motivations going on here. Because we know that it isn't just literary motivations that have created Star Wars.
But
there's also just the consumptive nature of just like film production. Like people want to just make money from making the films. Like the people who produce these movies, like you think they give a shit about any of like the extra lore?
Well, yeah. So then why even entertain those ideas with those people who are only going in it to like be entertained by Star Wars, or just consume it like a capitalist? Like, I fail to see or understand the point that you're trying to make, I guess. And I'm a little
maybe I'm not explaining it very very clearly or very productively then, but
no, it's
like,
it's okay.
I'm trying to explain, like, because I am not contradicting like your perspective about like the place that fan fiction / like headcanon and the ability to decentralize like authority when it comes to like I've said before, like I am about that. Like I think that decentralizing control of media away from the ones who control it, like you know, in a capitalist sense, is an important thing. But that also needs to be kept in conversation with the material realities about how these things are made and done. And so if something from the very beginning has been made without any kind of cohesion, then it is a lot easier to say that there really is no actual canon, and so you can't speak of something like headcanon or fan fiction or even canon to begin with, because those concepts don't apply, because the whole thing has always been kind of just a literary kind of just, you know, mess, if you want to call it that, but like mess in a positive way, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of, there was never any centralization. But if something did have centralization from the start, and also like, or it has had centralization to its structure, not necessarily what people intended it to be, but how it actually performs, how it is consumed, how it functions, is centralized, then you can actually start speaking of canon. Whether or not it's a good thing to have a centralized canon being a side issue, but the fact that you can now speak of centralization means that there is something that can be pointed at as canon. And so in that respect, then it's why I can say that like the Solo stuff feels like fan fiction from the perspective of that coherent canon, like from within the canon that was originally established, that has deviated from it and has most of the markers structurally of a fan fiction like thing. And so like it is, there is a continuum here, and like multiple levels of analysis to keep in mind when saying like, you know, is something like what is the narrative context that we're dealing with, because I think it does also depend on what we're talking about. And so Star Wars is one where I think it has so much stuff that's been added to it. There is a diversity of input and stories and culture, and like a culture, lore, like there's a diversity of stuff, right? Actually, to use a theoretical term, like for you, like is hegemonic. I don't know, like if I've used that term.
Yes,
like,
no, that clicks.
There is a hegemonic Star Wars. Is like the point I'm getting at. So to give theory here, like there is a hegemonic Star Wars. There is non-hegemonic Star Wars. And even if maybe Lucas himself did not intend to create a hegemonic story that would be like, this is Star Wars TM, right? Even if that wasn't his intention, through the production of that media, through capitalism, through various means, it has a hegemonic Star Wars has been established, whether it was intended to be that way or not. Therefore, if there is a hegemony, you can now start to actually point at things that are hegemonic and things that are non-hegemonic. And so something like this, like KOTOR, non-hegemonic Star Wars. This is not what people generally understand as being Star Wars TM. That doesn't mean it's any less Star Wars. It just means
it just means it's not what people it's not what people normally perceive. That, man, if you only used theory words earlier, now it's your turn to give me the benefit of the doubt, bitch. I understand language. Fuck you.
I don't know to what extent, like, all the times when I use theory that I'm actually understood. So I just tend to try and not use them too much if I can try and do it other ways.
I do not mind if you use theory. If I don't know what you mean, I will ask. I promise you that I understand more than you think I do.
And this is what I've been trying, like, without using the term, this is what I've been trying to gesture at, is hegemony.
That makes so much more fucking sense now that you said it. I was just like, Jared, what are you trying to say?
And what I've not been trying to argue is that hegemony or hegemonic culture is the only correct culture.
Okay, yeah.
But that there are certain kinds of literary, like, fiction, fan, or just like things. There are certain franchises which have hegemony and those that don't really have hegemony. Or if they do have a hegemony, it's purely only through like a veneer of capitalistic control. But otherwise, like, there's really very little in terms of centralization, and that what passes for canon or not canon is really kind of just up to your interpretation, and there's much less of a hard line. Whether or not that hegemony is established consciously or unconsciously, because sometimes it can be one or both, or one or the other, or a mix of both. But like here, like, Star Wars may have been originally intended to be kind of like a non-hegemonic sort of like a, here are some things, and, you know, there may be some kind of leeway in terms of interpretation and all that, but you know, ultimately it's all kind of just Star Wars. At this point, the way the place that Star Wars has in culture is that there is a hegemonic Star Wars. Yeah. And so, and so from within the perspective of hegemonic Star Wars, there can be, you can point to something that is considered to be a deviation from a deviation from canon, or something that is more non-hegemonic. And so that's where I feel like the extended universe and like the legends and this kind of places into it. It's not part of the Star Wars TM that most people are understanding. And so that's why I said, like, okay, Solo, it feels like a deviation, a fan fiction from within the perspective of the hegemony. Which
is something that Disney actually doesn't like, especially because
sure
it's
they don't like it.
And that's the thing. It's like they're like, no, we produced this. We have to legitimize it, but they've actually taken a step back away from Solo and said, okay, so we're no longer going to recast old characters with new actors. That was a bad idea, which I disagree. I think that the problem wasn't the actors. The problem was the fact that they tried to do a fucking Solo movie without presenting the most interesting part of Solo, which was, fun fact, in Legends, before he became a smuggler, he was a cadet in the Imperial Army. And he was actually part of you didn't even know that. And it's like that, I feel like that's such an interesting part of his character, like that the sort of like the mask that he puts on of the smuggler archetype, you know, while you may not like that, there's a lot more happening underneath the surface.
Just so I know, like, I'm guessing, because I saw like a scene or something from Solo, like, I'm guessing Solo, like, primarily just focuses on him when he's a smuggler.
It focuses on him when he's a smuggler. It focuses on him meeting Donald Glover, Lando Calrissian, meeting Chewbacca. There's this whole bit about fucking Darth Maul as well. And the movie ends implying that he's immediately going to Tatooine to do episode 4, which
of course, and that's nostalgia bait,
which is absolute bullshit, and it's stupid. But the other story movie that they made, Rogue One, in my opinion, is probably one of the best pieces of Star Wars media that exists. That one I thought was less like annoying. It was way less annoying, and like, because it had structure. It's like, here we're gonna introduce these characters. Here they are. It's a fun, goofy gang, and they all die at the end. It's like it's like you told a story. That's amazing. I love that for you.
Imagine telling a story, like a coherent story.
Yeah, so my point with that was basically like, yeah, I can understand why you don't like the archetype, but for most, if not all, those characters in Star Wars, because of the breadth of fucking content, right, that has existed over the past, like, 50 years, there's more going on, usually, than what is just seen on screen or in game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're gonna talk to...
If it's in a game, it's still on screen, but, like, if it's on a screen of some kind, or if it's in a book, because there's a lot of books that have been made. And,
But what if you read the book digitally? Is that also on screen?
Yes. I will stand by that. Yes.
All right, we got to talk to Atten real quick.
How's our passenger? She's still
the point
aging?
just being, like, there are various media
Yeah.
forms to Star Wars. It is not just film, not just game, or not just literary in the form of, like, books, but it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
How's our passenger? Is she still aging? What the fuck response? Like, what the fuck comment is that? That, let's just say, she sure says a lot. She says she's fine. She needs some rest.
Number one.
She was
is
a
very
little
funny.
cryptic, but I'm not sure it was entirely cryptic. Well, what?
I said one is very funny. Just as a response,
okay.
It's very silly.
Okay, one.
Cryptic as always.
What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Bazak table.
Why is he just he only pushes the air. His hands are never lined up with what he's typing.
Oh,
he's just clicking
your
air.
hands don't line up, bitch. Fucking damn.
Yes, they do. Here's my keyboard. I can touch it.
I
and,
can't
like,
see it, so it
they
doesn't
line up.
exist.
Pixar, it didn't happen. But to know the future, one must know yourself. Yeah, he's not. That's not gonna work on him. I don't think Krei is a Jedi. Yeah, she's not a Jedi. Yeah, one.
You like the one must know yourself bit?
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I meant two.
Okay, I don't think Krei is a Jedi.
Then she must be royalty, because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Are you that desperate? I mean, any straight guy like that is definitely desperate. One.
All right.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
Facing her. Easy off the insults. She was wounded and helping us escape, remember? That's a pretty good one. What do the others say? I want to ask you some questions. You goes to Telos. Yeah, one.
Whoa, all right. Don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know?
Yeah, how about you both chill out?
I like number one here.
Getting empathy for is like squeezing water from a stone. Yeah, that sounds about right.
We're jumping in.
Oh yeah? Well, how much water you get from a stone depends what planet you're on, sister.
Does it? I'm pretty sure. What?
in Star Wars.
I guess in Star Wars, maybe. But last time I checked, a stone was a stone. And I mean, I guess there are porous stones, but, like, you still can't squeeze a stone. Like, that's...
Unless it's one of the special squeezable stones.
Are there squeezable stones? I don't remember there being squeezable stones. A lot, like last time. Even like a pumice stone or something with it's very porous still isn't very squeezable. But whatever. Forget it. Just keep your mind on piloting this crate. I like that. Yeah, one.
Yeah, all right.
You call this
Forget it.
piloting? This is nothing. If Paragus had any place other than Telos in its astrogation charts, trust me, that's where we'd be headed.
Well, if you thought Varagus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
You just keep pushing your air buttons or whatever, dude.
So to move the
All right,
conversation
I'll do
forward,
that.
yeah, let's do 2. I'll do that.
So, what happened?
Oh,
Sir?
the conversations. There's still more.
Yeah.
So what? I thought you were done talking. What are you talking about?
There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Which one did you pick?
Just to what was the question? Was the answer?
Oh.
Yeah.
Exiles aren't allowed. Oh, so there's actually like a term for you? Like exiles, like an actual like
I am
like a term?
Yeah, I'm an exile. I'm the exile, quote unquote, because I'm the last.
Well, yeah,
Exile for the
you're-
Jedi is extraordinarily rare.
But like, but I thought that was just like a poetic designation. I didn't realize there's an actual like term used to refer to Jedis that have been like estranged from the Order.
Yeah, it's both. But yeah, in this term, it's both poetic and literal.
Exiles aren't allowed to keep lightsabers. My lightsaber was taken from me by the Council. I say 1 or 2.
Okay, I think
Leave me and my lightsaber out of this.
I think 1. Exiles don't
Or
want to keep
1.
their lightsabers. Yeah.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard
Not a
wrong.
Jedi anymore.
Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
I don't remember and I don't care.
Damn,
Like
dude.
he what do I do? He's being a shithead about it. So you know what, if he wants to ask a disingenuous question, we'll give him a disingenuous answer.
No, this is. I'm vetoing you because this is kind of important.
Ugh,
Fuck you.
fine,
You'll see why.
fine.
All right. I'm gonna say I was double bladed, but that's not what we're gonna do in the actual playthrough. We were double bladed.
So what are we doing?
You'll see. We're doing the exact
No,
same
no,
thing we
what
did
do- what do-
last game. Oh, here?
I don't know. What are you gonna say?
2 double bladed.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry, single hilt. Yeah, we'll do that. Single hilt. Sorry, we're gonna go with 1 single hilt. Okay, Jared, I made up my mind. Thank you for helping me choose. Anyways,
We're going with 1.
Figures.
yeah.
It wasn't red, was it?
To move the conversation forward, I'll help you. The answer to move it forward is 2. Both the blade and the crystal were unique. Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean? What do you mean unique? There's only so many colors. Like
I
what
know.
do you
Well, we
mean
get to
unique?
choose here.
Yeah? Unique how?
Here we have like a billion options. We have like 8 options.
Well, what kind of? I'm guessing whatever with the version of like the class of Jedi that we're going to be going with in this game is the same that we had before. So, and you want to be a wizard, so it would have been a consular, right?
Yes, but we can pick another color because colors are cool and interesting and fun.
Okay.
So we could say it was blue, usually used by Guardians, or my lightsaber was green, like those of the Jedi Consulars, a yellow lightsaber, a Jedi Sentinel's blade, violet, like Hurricane Gems in the Sunset, orange, like Hasak's sun. It was a Viridian blade, one the Jedi Order had never seen before. Silver, like the streams in the Room of 1,000 Fountains on Coruscant, and then who gives a shit on the last two.
You want to do silver?
I love silver, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's so cool. I mean, silver, like the streams.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
Taken from me long ago.
Yeah.
I think having it would just make them hunt me harder. I mean, I'm not sure which is the right way to.
I
thing
think
to say here.
they're both kind of the same. Let's go with one. It was taken from me long ago. I'll be brooding.
All right,
Okay.
forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Yeah.
Fine,
Alright.
you can be nice to him.
All right, galaxy map time. So there's
Good one.
Paragus. And
yeah, we need to make sure we pronounce it like the Ebon Hawk.
Ebon Hawk.
Ebon.
Ebon Hawk. All right, we're going to
So we're headed
Telos.
to Citadel Station.
And look at that
Is that what
planet.
it says?
Mm-hmm. Citadel Station.
Wait, is that a planet? Or
Yeah,
is-
it's a
or
planet.
station.
It's a planet with a space
it-
station over it.
Why?
You'll see. All right, we're going. Ready?
Is it a solid planet or a gas giant?
It's a solid planet.
Okay.
Where we're
Well,
going.
hold on. I want water. I told you I didn't have water at the beginning
All
of the
right,
stream.
you
I
go
don't know
get
why
your
I didn't
water.
refill.
I'll wait for you.
Good. You'll wait for me like
I'm
you're
gonna
like
wait.
a good boy.
Yeah. So while Jared's gone, it's time for me to talk mad shit. I'm not gonna do that. I appreciate the reason that I wanted to play these with Jared is because I know he has a lot of insight. I know he also can sometimes be just again he's got a very somewhat cynical approach to a lot of these things, but I don't think that's necessarily a problem because he will come around. There's stuff that he's going to like. There's stuff that even if he doesn't like X, Y, or Z, there's always going to be stuff that I know he will like and I know he will appreciate. Why did he turn his light off? What kind of creepy ass bullshit is that? What kind of fucking garbage ass bullshit is this? Anyways, yeah, I thought that he would really appreciate going through this and the way that it challenges what Star Wars is and can be. I appreciate it a lot. Well, I appreciate the saga and the universe a lot more after this game. Which I don't actually think I really truly appreciated how good this game is until, God, probably not until I was in college. I know I liked it a lot, but I didn't actually like it as much as I could have liked it until I was a little more mature and I had more brain cells. I don't even have clothing yet. Fuck. Excuse me. God damn it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Excuse me. Oh, these are the freebies I get, huh? Okay, cool. Sick. Oh, are those my forms? Those might be my forms. Maybe not, though. When these are quite rare. That's a lot of unknown. I didn't even realize how many unknown things I had. What am I other? Did I get any other free feats? I know I got this. Oh, I got the force chain. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's I did that. I got that. Force sensitive got that for free. Jedi sense also got this for free. Ooh, that's really fucking good. I didn't even realize I got this. That's cool. All right, cool. He's coming back. Wait for him. Wait for it. And there he is. Are you good?
Yes, I
right,
have
cool.
water.
Sick.
It is delicious, and I'm ready
Good.
for more game.
All right, galaxy map time. We're going to Telos. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. There we are. There's the planet.
I can't see it because fucking game. Stream is buffering a little bit. I hope it's just my it's kind
Uh-oh.
of choppy. I hope that's just my browser and not the actual capture.
It looks okay on my end.
Okay.
Ah, yes, excellent. Loading. Loading. Please. Please. There we go.
We shall load.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are we stuck? Is it gonna crash?
Please don't. No, it should be fine. Okay, we're good. That was awful. And we're good.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
Dahlgren.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion, uh-oh, here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility.
Well,
Right. Are we under arrest? Yeah, well, he said custody. It sounds like arrest to me.
I mean, that's the first thing you ask when you get approached by a police officer. Am I being detained?
Am I under arrest?
Yeah, am I being detained?
1.
You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature
sounds
of the
like arrest.
investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping.
Yeah, so we're under arrest.
Yes. Correct.
Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. Ooh. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
Wow. Like, we asked, like, are we under arrest? No, but you're under arrest.
Well, it's like you haven't been charged, but we're going to take you into custody. All right, fine.
Thank you for yeah. Is that I'm guessing there's no way out of this.
No.
This is outrageous. You have no evidence. You don't have any evidence of this.
Do you want to fight the police right now? I personally.
We could fight them. Can we fight the cops?
I'm not going to do that, Jared.
Fine.
I'm a woman of color, Jared. I'm gonna get shot. All right. I don't want this.
Yeah, but unlike women of color in this world, you have Jedi powers.
Are you saying that women of color in this world don't have Jedi powers? Because
last time I checked,
what women of color have you been meeting?
Last time I checked, Zach, nobody has Jedi powers. I did wake up late today and didn't check my email, so it's possible that I missed something. That I didn't check the news, like my news feed.
You didn't go collect your Force powers from the Force store.
Yeah, like maybe maybe I missed something. But
right.
But last time I checked, there is no Force powers in the real worlds, so that includes women of color. So, but this is not the real world. This is Star Wars world. So, we can supersede the cops with our magic. But fine, if you want to listen to the cops, fine.
Will I be able to get my
gear back? Yes.
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
You even use the word arrest, like no, you're not under arrest, but you're under house arrest. Fucking talks exactly just like a cop too.
Yep.
At least without the accent, because most of them are just like hogs.
Right.
Is he actually bald? Is this guy a thumb person?
What, the Dolgren?
Like this guy, or was he like balding?
No, I think he's just got a receding hairline.
I didn't look too carefully at his other features. I'll cooperate. Yeah, fine, I'll cooperate.
Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Just tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Yeah, receding hairline and just light-colored hair. Yeah, he's not quite a thumb person.
Yeah.
Who is this? Why are they approaching the ship? Oh, they're a white person. They're a very, very white person.
A white person jump scare.
I've never been so scared to see one of the whites. Oh boy.
Oh, the loading is taking a while. Oh no.
I see that.
It's okay. It's all working, I think. Just wait.
Just wait a moment.
Yeah. Be held here, please. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082.
We're literally in a cell, but we're not under arrest. This is ridiculous. I would say
we'll do 3 then. This is ridiculous.
As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us.
We didn't have any cells for you, so we had to chain you up to the wall. I'm sorry. This is the best we could do. We had to put you in the medieval gimp dungeon.
I mean, there's not much difference between this and that, but whatever. But I'll remember this.
God, that's such a dick thing to say. Like, God, what a Karen thing to say. Like, I'll remember this.
I'm gonna speak to your supervisor.
That's some shit that my mom would say. All right, I understand. Ugh, fuck. I'm not gonna fight the cops. I understand. Goddamn. Don't worry, you'll get your fill of cop fighting. I promise you.
I hope
Well,
so.
we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
I mean, there's not much space to get comfortable inside a force cage. Like, yeah, at least Craig's got the right idea. Sit down.
Oh, someone is coming.
So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, good. A cop. So is that why we're being detained? Because like there's some dirty cops in here that are trying to get us or trying to get to us.
Maybe.
You're wrong. I'm no Jedi. What's going on? Let me out of this cage, and we'll see how disappointed you are. I'd say 2 or 3.
Which one do you want? You want 3? We can be snarky.
Okay, 3.
Doubtful, though at least it appears you have some
This
spirit.
face again.
The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some 2-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian
Sure
could
about
have
that?
been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
I like how Atten was like, fight me, scrub, I'm ripped.
I mean, that might have actually been like one of the like a few cool moments from Atten.
That's so funny.
So far, I was like, "Fucking come at me, bro!" Like, really? Like,
I'm fucking jacked.
like, get me out of this cage, and I'll show you what's real. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Anyway, how do you expect to get away with? You'll never get away with this. Why are you here? Let's get this over with.
Which one you wants?
2 or 3, but
We could ask 2. We could press him a little further.
fine. Why are you here?
Like I said, the exchange has put out a huge bounty on Jedi. I'm just looking forward to early retirement.
Let's get this over with.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
You sure about that? Did he put his weapons down? No, he pulled his weapons
Okay.
up or something.
First things first, let's level Kreia up
Well-
real quick.
Yeah, like for first, let's get our one-handed gal up to
There
the
we
same
go.
level as the rest of us here.
Okay, let's give you Kreia. What,
And I'm
what do you
guessing her
recommend?
injury
Why
will
stun
not.
Void? Fucking hate. Give you regular stun.
I'm guessing her injury will not make her less of like a competent like party member.
It'll be fine. Actually, I'll give you improved scream. And I'll level you up again. Bam, stop giving computer use. That's good. Yes. Okay, powers. Okay, let's... What else do you have? What would be good? What would be good for you, Kreia? You know what? Let's give you regular stun. No. Kreia, what do I give you? Oh, Jared, I'm having trouble.
I don't know what to pick.
Let's do...
There's too many things here, and I don't
If
know
Cray's
what they
playing
all are.
support, let's give her resistance. Improve resistance. That'll be good. Hit accept.
That
Okay.
sounds fine.
And boom. Alright, I've
Oh, we
got
changed our
lightning.
clothes.
Yes, we have regular clothes now.
What is it?
Alright, there we go.
You are
Now
no
let me
match
just-
for
let
my
me now
skills.
just beat the shit out of
Skins
him.
over there. Batu Rem, is that his
Batu
name?
Rem. Look at this fucking
We
scrub.
don't even have. We don't
Hey, you
even
know what
have.
Wait, hold on. He's just
We
on
don't
the
even
ground.
have any weapons.
Hey, I'm
We
bored.
have our fists.
This shall not stop us for long.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Said he was an assassin. He said I didn't say he was an assassin. Well, he was. Like, assassin. It's a good thing I didn't to depend on you for protection. You know, and impressive to infiltrate your ranks. I feel more too.
Alright, let's do 2 then.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
Not him. I'm
No.
confused.
Well, okay, so he disguised, like he said he disguised himself as one of the guards. He disguised himself as one of the guards who's not on the station.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad someone noticed that only after he tried to kill me. I'd say 2 or 3.
Which one you wants more?
I'd say 3.
Alright.
We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
Yeah, I'm not confident in your abilities.
Don't worry, number 3 has
Yeah,
your
exactly.
part.
Yeah, exactly. Like the best of your ability. That's not very inspiring. I would say 3, but I don't know how much snark these guys can handle.
I think it'll be okay. We'll just do 3.
That's it. Nothing to say. Just that was fun.
The only way it would have been if it was like if it played the butt-up sound effect right after. Alright, just take me to my quarters.
That was.
Let Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
That's funny.
That's
That's not very inspiring. And then just womp womp face as he like looks away, so only slightly like sad, just like that was funny.
Dude, I forgot about that entirely. That's really good.
Like it was
Please
basically
serve as
like a
your quarters for the
resign.
duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
Help.
Just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or 2?
Help, the letterbox is gone.
Yeah. I feel like is there gonna be more of that in this game of just like responses that have no like that are wordless that are just like odd body language.
Not that much.
Okay, maybe it's just this character. It's just like it's just funny that like the best thing that the devs could do is just have him have like a slightly like resigned look after being told like
that was very much like
his abilities are not inspiring.
They tried to do the.
How long will I be here? Get out.
I'll do 1. How long will I be here?
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragus facility now, so your
Jesus.
stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wonderful. Jail
isn't
again.
We've got to get off this station.
Mm-hmm. Why do we need to leave? Let's not discuss this. 1. Why do we need to leave?
What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragus? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
What do you think, Cray? Yeah, Cray's been interestingly quiet this entire time.
Yeah, let's ask.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
All right, and then we get to...
What was that noise?
Oh, that's just some background ambiance.
It sounded like a frog croaking, though.
Yeah, no, that's just ambiance. It's okay.
Okay.
Rest. And then we...
I'm guessing this is... Oh, I was going to say, is that like... Or is that post-resting, or are we going to do rest? Ring, ring! Let's...
I don't want to answer it. I'll just,
Ignore. No, you're just going to do circles. Answer the fucking phone.
No, say the line, Atten.
You seem pretty calm. It's
almost God.
Streaming off of you.
I didn't...
A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
I did... It's fine. Let's do this conversation now, then. I thought he was going to say a funny line, but it's okay.
We're to hear the phone in the background the entire time.
That's fine. That's fine. The jank in the game is charming.
No, it's not jank. This isn't jank. It's annoying. Fine. Go.
What do you... no, I'm fine. In fact, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there.
She's right there. All right.
Jesus.
All right, bye.
Answer the phone, damn it. What are you waiting for?
Fine, I'll answer the phone. Ugh.
Why are you just spinning? What are you trying to do?
I was usually Atten will say a line like, they're probably not gonna wait for you to hang. Like he says something about answering the phone. Whatever. I wanted to mirror your sentiment with Atten. Anyways, I'll accept the call. Fuck.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
answer
you
the
have
phone.
a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
Ithorian? That sounds familiar. Was there something about Ithorians in the previous game?
Well, Ithorians are the hammerheads. The
hammerheads.
The slug-looking people with the two eyes.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
What does he want?
He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say.
All right.
What does that mean, Chodo Habat?
I'm pretty sure that's a person, but all right, send him in.
Very well. I'll let him in now.
There he is.
Yeah, that alien.
Yeah. Thank you for seeing me. I am Moza, and I have come to see you on behalf of Chodo Habat, our leader here.
What is this about? Why didn't he come himself? But what is this about?
Are you familiar with the restoration project on Telos?
No. Could you explain it to me?
Explain it to me like I'm 5, please. The surface of Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War a few years ago. This, Citadel Station, is part of the Republic's restoration efforts. Citadel Station uses energy fields to seal off portions of the planet's surface, then generates and controls... Fuck! Once the weather in a zone is stabilized, new animal and plant life is introduced to restore the ecosystem. Okay. Recently, however, we've run into contention with a corporation known as Zerka. Perhaps you've heard of our recent troubles. And let me explain that to you. Let me go through that a little bit clearer now that they rush through everything. So Telos is fucked, right?
Ecologically?
Yes. So what they do is they portion off bits of the planet and try to stabilize the weather. And then once the weather in that portion of the planet is stabilized, then they introduce flora and fauna and try to restart the ecosystem, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Zerka is back? Oh, my favorite.
Zerka is back and badder than ever, baby.
Oh, they're even worse than they were before?
Oh, they are just as bad, if not worse. All right. Let's talk about it.
Favorite. You know how much I love evil game corporations.
That's your favorite. All right, Noah, what troubles have you had? Ithorians are well known as ecologists and agricultural engineers. The Telosian government asked those of my herd to help restore their planet. Things went smoothly at first. The Republic funded us generously, hoping Telos would be a model for the restoration of planets damaged by the war. The funding enabled us to purchase flora and fauna from Onderon. Upgrades to Citadel Station's shield network have allowed us to purify and reseed small portions of the surface.
Onderon was destroyed.
No. Then the troubles began. Republic relations with Onderon began to deteriorate, increasing the purchase and transport costs of our biological materials, and as the station grew, the Telosian security force was no longer large enough to police the entire station. Zerka approached the Republic and offered supply and security contracts. Their paramilitary security division now polices 2/3 of Citadel Station. Zerka has integrated themselves into the Telosian political system and economy. They're currently pressing to be awarded our planet restoration contracts. Their efforts hinder our cause greatly and will have terrible consequences for the planet's restoration. Okay. Did you catch that?
Really fast, but I think I got it. So,
okay.
Yeah, so
I like how Adam's frozen.
Yeah, so he and his people have primarily been in charge of restoring the planet.
Yeah.
But their efforts have, as a result of like political, like shifts in the political landscape, have made it difficult for them to do their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Zerka has sensed this shift and have swooped in to claim control over the restoration effort, which is bad.
Yes, correct. And Zerka
anything
also
Zerka touches gets bad.
Yeah, Zerka's basically policing more than half of Citadel Station now, which is horrifying. They're trying to turn They're trying to turn the planet into a corporate haven, basically.
Oh, my favorite.
So we can actually
do the cops outside? Do the cops outside serve Zerka?
No, that's part of the TSF, the Telosian security force. So we can actually ask, how is Zerka harming the restoration project, if you want to get into the weeds a little bit?
Sure. One.
Zerka recently wrested control of a number of restoration zones on the planet's surface from us. These zones began to deteriorate within weeks. If this continues, the restoration process will be brought to a halt, and the Republic will not be willing to continue the funding needed to resurrect it. Telos will remain dead forever. Okay.
Why would Zerka do this?
Why would Zerka do this? I wondered that myself. What does one of the largest weapons manufacturers in the galaxy want with planet restoration contracts?
A good question.
Perhaps they seek unrestricted access to Telos' surface, which is normally forbidden. Even we can only land at our established landing sites.
Did he already said how they take the restoration zone, right?
Not really. He basically just...
I thought he said they got control of the contracts.
Right, so the question is, how did they...
Or is that a different question?
Well, this is, I guess, asking how did they take control of those contracts, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. There you go. Through a combination of legal loopholes, purchased political favors, strong-arm tactics, and sabotage. We Ithorians are simply not prepared to deal with such. We are a passive people. We wish only to help restore the natural beauty of Telos.
More race, culture, how do you say, erasure of the difference between the two.
Conflation.
Yeah, conflation. That was the word. What's the word? Conflation.
Yeah.
But that's Star Wars.
Yeah.
How can I help? Could you get to the point?
So I'm not going to be rude. How could I help? Chodo-Habat is a powerful priest, our spiritual leader. He sensed something upon your arrival, a disturbance, an echo in the Force. Chodo felt you might be able to aid us. He bid me tell you that if you could help to heal Telos, it may be possible for him to heal you.
Heal us?
Yeah, heal me.
What are two?
Yeah, I'm unclear as to what Chodo means by this. He says the echo he felt upon your arrival suggests that you yourself are damaged. He can feel the pain through the Force.
Perhaps
someone's here.
Chodo-Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Wow.
Forgive me, I am unclear as to Chodo's message, and I may have related it incorrectly. If this offer of mutual aid interests you, please go to the Ithorian combat here in Residential 082 when you are able. Chodo-Habat would be most pleased to see you.
Well, as much as it would annoy Kreia to do so, I would like nothing better here than to kick Zerka's shit in. But if you haven't noticed, we're kind of under house arrest and not able to leave this room. So until that can be sorted out, we can't really do anything here.
So then, one, I guess I'll speak with you later when I'm freed.
Yeah, that.
Ah, this pleases me. Perhaps we will speak later then. Farewell. Oh god, that was a fucking nightmare to read. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I was able to
Now
follow.
perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Alright, let's do it again.
Can you, you don't need to be so callous.
Uh-oh.
More ringing.
Shit.
More
Fuck.
phone calls. Or Zoom calls here. Oh,
incoming
good. The
call.
Zerka Corporation? Fun.
Alright, let's talk to these fools. You'll love this.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
Of course, it wouldn't be like an actual person to contact us. It'd be a fucking droid. Like,
yeah.
Exactly what you'd expect of a corporation. What does she want?
I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. May I put you through?
Must we speak to this?
We should hear her out so you understand how evil Zerka is.
Yeah, just how much of a cunt is she?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Is like the question that needs to be answered here.
All right.
Let's see how evil Zerka is this time around. They were pretty bad last time, and I'm sure they can get worse. But I'm curious to see how bad.
There we go. Let's go ahead.
Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso.
Why are you calling?
I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
Neither, in fact, but I wouldn't give her a fucking inch. I don't recall him threatening me. Imposed guilt.
I like number 2.
I almost feel like just saying that, or I could just say 3. Just go on.
All right. Well, you want 3 or?
I don't know. Like I said, in an actual situation like this, I wouldn't give her anything. But
let's do 2. If I remember correctly, there's extra dialogue. That's very silly.
Yeah, like if you know this better than me.
Yeah, I don't recall him threatening me.
Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them.
No.
And you won't?
He didn't mention anything like that. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians.
Yeah, see, so you want to talk about veiled threats? She just gave a veiled threat.
She just gave us the veiled threat. Yeah, all right, go on.
Yeah, is that like if we don't help her, she won't lead the if we work with her, she won't lead the exchange here.
Yeah. All right, go on.
I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
It's worthwhile to ask number 1. I promise you.
Okay.
How are the Ithorians in the way of things?
Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent.
I'm sure I do not have to explain everything that's
No,
wrong with that.
no. You're good. It's so funny. It's like she's comically evil.
Exactly. Yeah, it's comical. Like if I was actually listening to this, I don't think I would be able to stop from laughing.
Yeah, you just be like, how did you get this way?
Like how are you so cartoonishly evil?
Who hurt you?
Capitalism did. That's who hurt you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Should we say I'm not interested just to avoid drawing unwanted attention?
I think it's worth.
Or should we just should we still keep saying what sort of work are we talking about?
We can ask what sort of work are we talking about?
I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices.
All right. We do have to visit her. We're not going to accept her offer, and we're not going to take her shit because she's comically evil.
Yes.
But let's humor the evil capital bitch and say listen, I'll come by when I can. I'll come by when I can.
Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Exactly. So. Here we
Hopefully
are.
no more calls.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability. For a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
Couple of things.
Yeah, no. I think I know what you're gonna say.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Fine. Why is the Republic sending a ship?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
They won't find it. One.
How long will I have to stay?
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
All
right. Is my ship still impounded?
The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
My favorite, bureaucracy.
What about my droid?
After
where's my son?
Paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
I love bureaucracy. I love cops.
We can't
I love
just stick
all
around. We need to find a way off the station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
It's also where the exchange is, last time I checked.
It's like, yeah, you know
Right?
that. You know that from experience.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll go with 1. I think we can ask the rest.
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. Why do we have to leave?
Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Paragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Paragus come calling.
Why would Telos be doomed?
Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Paragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility. And the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
All right.
I already know what Cray is going to say. Cray's going to say we need to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, but it's worth hearing the dialogue. What do you think, Kreia?
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
And explore Telos, we need a ship, let's find the Ebon Hawk. Why don't... Ask the Republic for helping us to Sith. The Republic can't help us.
Nope.
Other Jedi, I should see if I can find anything out there.
I like 1.
I'll just say probably 1.
Yeah, let's find the Ebon Hawk.
Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
Sick. All right,
Look,
Jared.
it's the chef. So first of all, I was going to say, that's interesting that they actually had a, like, I guess a cutscene. Like they had like a character interaction that didn't involve us. Like our character, like, it was 2.
There are loads of
Like,
that in this game.
Like there were character, like party characters interacting with each other, like without us. Like that, I wasn't expecting that. It was interesting to see it.
Right.
So that's a cool little thing there. Not fond of Krea's dumb nonsense about struggle makes us stronger nonsense. Cause
well,
it's just,
I mean
that's not true, and it's also just trite and boring.
I was gonna say,
but,
well, that just like, okay, so she's Nietzschean somewhat.
Kinda, but yeah. The kids wanted to watch a movie, and I couldn't deny them. The kids, all right, you have adopted kid. Wait, I thought it was an adopted kid, or I guess maybe I misunderstood, and there were multiple. But it's okay.
So we have freedom to roam around, which is good. Let's go looking on.
There's 2 foster kids.
Oh shit! What the? I told your boss already. I'm getting your credits. I have a good contract with Zer. You are not from the exchange. What do you want?
We're just invading people's rooms, like why?
For fun and profit. Well, shit, dog.
We're not with the exchange.
What does the exchange even want with you? Nothing. Nothing at all. Do you need a droid repair? Because if not, I have much work to do. Alright, bye. Well, there you go. Can't search anything
Will be
yet.
adopted as soon as the waiting period is through. Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, no, there's the difference between fostering and adoption. Yeah, didn't mean to mix up those there. So yeah, so you took in some foster kids, but always good to give kids without a home a place to be.
Oh, they don't change the dam.
They don't change the dam?
They don't change the model. I thought they would. Oh well, my bad.
They didn't change how much we damn Zerka, dude.
Yeah. Well, next
actually, no, they did. They made it worse. They made it. They made them even worse. So before, well, actually, no, at this point, I haven't seen them do it even worse.
Yeah. Well,
because like
what are you doing in my apartment?
Uh-oh.
Well, before that, like I was just saying, like like they were doing colonialism on Kashyyyk, last time. So I mean, that was pretty evil. So far I haven't seen them do anything far worse than last time. Still bad, like trying to take over a ecological restoration project for purely profiteering reasons. So I guess like not damning them any more than like they did before. So, but like I said, still early. So who knows? Like you said, they're maybe worse. So like I'm sure if Zerko is here now, we won't be. Whatever happens here won't be the last of them. And
correct.
I'm sure there'll be more things to see. So they'll have more chances to. What's the opposite of redeem?
To damn them.
I guess to damn themselves even further and just keep sticking with that word.
Yeah.
So they'll have more opportunities.
Yep.
They are such good guys. No, Chef Kitty. Bad.
Trust
them. No.
I hate
bad.
Zerka. All my friends hate Zerka. Zerka's shit.
They are evil. They are grubby fucking capitalists, and they need to be jettisoned out into space. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking to Mr. Man about breaking into his apartment.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm just looking around. I'm helping myself. What does it look like? No one. I'm just looking around.
Just looking around.
Looked like you were doing more than just looking.
We totally just stole his stuff, by the way. We just took it out of his footlocker.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Really? Why? Why did you steal this, man?
It's free stuff. Do you remember in the first game how we could just go from apartment to apartment and take all the shit?
Yeah, but that was what was the name?
Terrace.
That was Terrace.
But that's the joke. That's the meme that the developers are dunking on us for.
Yeah, you could just go and steal shit.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So sorry, I just
and we were stealing from abandoned apartments, weren't we?
No, they were people living in them saying like, just take what you want, just don't hurt me.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was still shitty even back then, dude.
All right, well, sorry, I just figured.
Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I own? Are you crazy?
When you put it that way.
Wait, did you do this on purpose? Were you trying to like trigger this thing, or like
yes,
you, like?
Yes, it's so funny.
Okay.
It's so like it's such Obsidian being like, wow, the first game you're able to be a real fucking shithead and have no consequences. So here's some consequences.
Well, I'm glad there's consequences now.
When you put it that way.
Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF.
I'll be going now. So yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Fun little interaction.
You love this. You love what? Stealing from people or getting caught and actually having consequences to your actions?
Yeah, that one. Ooh, more clothing. Wait,
well, I wasn't asking you. I was asking Chef Kitty.
Well, fuck me then, man. Damn.
Yeah, that's right. I don't fucking care what you have to say, Zach. What do you have to say about that?
Fucking care. Okay, well, your mom.
Did you just steal from this guy's wardrobe and he doesn't have anything to say about it?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a one-off. Anyways, so we could talk to
leave it to your imagination. That's something I don't want to leave to my imagination.
So we could talk to this man, Hera. Hello there.
No, he did the fucking Obi-Wan thing. What do you do here?
I'm a data processor. It is a thankless job and the pay is poor, but I have no choice but to take it. I have desperate need of credits and there's little else for me to do. That or gamble, but that is what got me into this predicament in the first place.
His head tentacles are very shiny.
Yeah.
Are all Twi'leks like that in this game? Are they gonna be like extra shiny?
I think they're gonna be shiny.
Oh no, I bet that's one of your mods, isn't it?
I don't know. It's probably just reflectivity. It's not a big deal. Anyways,
overly reflective. And I was just gonna point out that like you walked into his apartment and asked, "What do you do here?" like imagine being in the other situation. Like someone walks into your house uninvited and asks, "Excuse me, what do you do here?" Like. Besides the whole, them breaking in and like being there uninvited, like, what do you even like respond to that? Like, I I live here? Like, that's what I do here. What do you mean? What do I do here?
It's like, what are
Such a
you doing
weird-
here?
Yeah, like, that's more of the real question.
Exactly.
What is this predicament? Well, I mean, poverty, immiseration, anything of the like, related to that?
He was talking about gambling.
Yeah, related to gambling. Let me guess, you have a gambling debt you must pay off?
Yeah, number 2.
Two?
Yeah. You are half right in your guess. I did at one point have a gambling debt, but it was repaid, and there is no creditor that looms over me. Then...
What's the problem?
What's the problem? Jared, what do you do here?
I wonder that constantly.
Man!
What do I do here?
You do great work here, Jared, that's what.
Here on the FlavorFathers, or yeah, like what is here? Like on this channel, in this room, on this planet, like in life,
on this
like
plane of existence.
What is here, and like what am I doing? That is a question I've asked many times.
Alright, then what's the problem?
What is the problem?
I used Romana, the girl of my heart, as collateral. I have a weakness for Pazak.
Oh.
You must understand. My hand was unbeatable. There was no way I could lose.
Oh my god, dude. Are you serious? He bet someone?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. You
Right?
demand Zach's cat. This is the most important job ever. I don't demand his cat. Zach, if you don't give me fucking Bigfoot, there will be consequences.
He's sleeping on the floor behind me. I'm not going to wake him up. He's being a good little boy.
I'm not demanding Bigfoot in any capacity to, like, have him, to see him, or anything. But you did.
But you did. Like number 3, it's so fucking preachy.
Yeah, but we don't need, like, I'm sure we don't need it. He doesn't need us. Wait, is that a Zerka uniform?
Yeah, he works for Zerka. He's a data fucking analyst, remember?
No!
Alright,
You have
so...
in 3 past streams. When have I ever said I want Bigfoot? I don't even want a pet.
No. You say you demand to see Bigfoot, I'm pretty sure is what the chef means.
Oh, to see him. No, like, okay. Well, demanding something of someone is different from demanding to see something. Like those aren't the same thing. I'm not demanding Bigfoot of you. But yes, I have demanded to see Bigfoot, but that's different. I already saw Bigfoot. I saw Bigfoot before the stream.
He's a good boy. Alright. But you
Yeah.
did.
You did.
Indeed, I did, and now Romana is indentured as a dancer to Doten Het, and no doubt she hates me.
Oh, of course, you did make her a slave, after all. You're still demanding Bigfoot. I am not demanding Bigfoot. Zach, this is slander. Chef Kitty is slandering me.
I'm not coming to your defense. The chef is correct.
What?
Alright, of
Why
course.
are you throwing me under the bus? What the fuck?
Well, I mean...
I have nothing but enemies here. I am surrounded by evil people.
And remember, this is a choice that you made. You blew off something else to be here today.
You shut the fuck up.
Of course, you did make her a slave. Well, that is why I'm working day and night, selling my own life to Zerka, that I might buy her back from Doten. But it will take months, maybe years for me to amass those credits. Doten could take her away from here.
Perhaps I could be of assistance. Or what is the price for her?
Sure, we can ask. What is the price? $2,000. I was foolhardy and confident. Every penny I had, I bet on that game.
I feel like, well, in the previous game it wasn't that hard to amass money, but I don't know how much different economics are in this game.
It's not. You can amass many dollars. It's pretty easy.
Okay. Then perhaps we can assist with getting her back.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I won't save you from your own stupidity.
That's such a good response. Truly? Then I wish you good luck, for no amount of pleading, begging or otherwise, has worked for me. Alright, see you later, idiot.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I'll look into it.
Gotcha.
So, Let's do this. Let's do that. Return. Cool. Let's log out.
Anyway, yes. No, Chef Kitty. I resent the accusation. I am not demanding any amount of Bigfoot attention. Bigfoot is also thousands of miles away from me. It's not like I could demand much in the first place.
Okay, so we're gonna go around and get a couple of maps real quick. So the way the Citadel Station works is it's broken up into different modules that we can travel to, but there's a fast travel system to make it a little less annoying.
There's fast travel in this game.
Yeah, but
And
on
his
certain
presence?
planets.
I have never demanded Bigfoot's presence. In fact, have I ever actually
Met Bigfoot?
Yeah, like in person?
Yes, you have. When you came over and yelled at me about Legend of Korra for 4 hours.
Oh, right. Okay, so like once or twice.
Yeah,
have
you've
I
met
ever-
Bigfoot a
'cause
couple
the
of
other,
times.
Because the other times that I've been to your house, like Bigfoot was like over with Sam's parents.
Yeah, correct.
But there's been like a couple of times, but otherwise like very little that I've ever actually had Bigfoot in person. And even then, like I don't remember Bigfoot really being interested in me.
He's a fickle boy.
Yeah, like I remember him actually like it is a one-way appreciation. Just me through your computer screen, just looking at Bigfoot and saying, "Oh, what a cutie." But otherwise, I demand nothing of the fuzzy boy. Excuse me.
Okay, so there's a couple.
Oh no,
of...
come on!
Oh no, the police.
The police are here.
So there's this encounter which happens regardless, but I think we can deal with it. So I'm gonna quick save again. Do I have anything? Oh, I have battle meditation. It's really good. Bam. All right, let's get into
Battle
this.
meditation is that what Basila had?
Yeah. Please, I don't want any trouble. It was an accident. I swear.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
No, that wasn't the way it was. I did not mean to disturb your drinking. Allow me to leave you and go on my way. I will trouble you no longer.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all.
Why does he fucking sound like he's from London?
What is going on here?
This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences.
Wait, is it fucking...
Why is he straight from the from Turf Island?
Why he's so British? He probably says bottle of water with like no consonants. Bottle of water.
All vowels and throat sounds.
Just all grunting. Anyways, that's enough dunking on the British for one day. I'd like to hear.
Though?
No, I'd like to hear his side of the story. Oh, thank you. It's very simple. I was at the bar enjoying my drink when these brutes here elbowed their way up to the bar, spilling my beverage all over the two of us. And then they dragged me out here. Look at those two. I know what they want. To send me home with my limbs twisted, body battered, and spirit broken. You must help me.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right along. Have a drink in the cantina.
I'm not thirsty. Except for your blood. We should drink this man's blood.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea to me. No, I won't let you lay a hand on him. I think you should leave. I think you should leave now.
I think you should leave now.
Yeah? Or what? You're gonna teach me a lesson? Go ahead. I hate your kind anyways. Keep your nose in your own business.
I'm sorry.
My kind?
Are you
What
getting
do you mean?
racist right now?
Do you have a problem with Asians?
Do you have a problem with women?
With women. Not that like Asian would mean anything in this universe.
Right.
Jared's slowly joining my side. No! I'm messing with you. I don't actually want blood. I prefer that you idiots just, left and bothered somebody else, or better yet, bothered nobody and just fucked off.
Right.
Can't we talk about this?
You want to?
No. I don't want to fight you.
All right.
Then you shouldn't have gotten involved.
Bitch. Uh-oh.
Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to fight them.
That's fine. Watch this.
He's thirsty for blood. Is so eager to drink. God, why are you slandering me so hard today, Chef? I don't understand. First you're saying I'm demanding Bigfoot when I'm not demanding Bigfoot, then you say I'm thirsting for blood when I'm not actually thirsting for blood. And, yeah. What do you about?
Uh-oh.
You just went down.
Wait, just,
There's only Kreia. Also, Atten is down,
shit.
I guess.
Don't worry, Atten will get back up. I just gotta run away. Yeah, see, like I said, he'll get back up. He'll just die instantly.
And then he gets knocked back down again.
There we go. Get choked, idiot. Bang.
For the mercenaries.
Yeah. Here, get choked, idiot. Watch this. Force choke. Oh shit, he got saved.
Between the lines. I'm not sure that's actually what's happening here. Pew, pew, pew.
There you go, get choked. Oh, thank you. I was completely helpless. These mercenaries are too much. I wish something could be done about them.
I mean, something has been done about them. They're dead.
Yeah,
but,
so...
or does he mean, like, in general, mercenaries?
Like, something been done about them, like there are mercenaries everywhere, I think is what he's implying.
Gotcha, just like all the mercs.
Yeah, so why are they allowed to do this? The TSF isn't able to do much to keep the peace on the station. Zerka's hired too many mercenaries. Even Zerka can't control them. The Republic must do something about this, but it's anyone's guess as to whether or not they will. Okay. Alright. I think one is the only... the response that doesn't incite violence.
Also, why... We can't be bothered to look at him when we speak.
No, he can start our ass cheeks. Hey, you should leave in case their friends come looking for them. Oh, you speak the truth. I will stay away from this cantina until things settle down. Please accept this reward. So we could take money.
We turn away again.
We could also say, yeah, no money. Keep your money. A reward is not necessary for getting my ass beat. Thank you then. It is not often that one sees such goodness and such evil in such a short time. Thank you. Goodbye. You're welcome. Also, it's cool that the TSF jumped in to help.
They did?
Yeah, one of the TSF soldiers was shooting at them. Okay, so
where?
One in the corner. It's okay. Yes. What? Or no. Yeah, I'll up my charisma. That'll be good. Skills.
I do.
Bam.
I do want to be able to have a little bit of time to myself before I hang out with Harrison later tonight. So
no, that's okay.
I can't do like a 5-hour stream today. So maybe only another like hour or so.
I was like, we can make this one a little shorter, just because like we're gonna go grab the ship and then we basically have run of the galaxy. So.
I thought we were gonna spend some time here.
A little bit of time, but we're gonna get the ship first.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get to.
In any case, my point is just that, like, you know, if I'm gonna be hanging out with Harrison tonight in a couple hours, like, I'd like to at least have a little bit of time to myself before I head off. 34-hour stream is what I heard.
Listen,
Chef,
as down as I am, as down as I am, I don't think.
You need to get better at listening.
Oh,
good. You keep hearing different things from what is actually being said. We need to work on this. Dude,
forced redirection. I got the bounce the lightsaber bolt back at other people. Yeah.
Oh.
So deflection just like means that deflection rolls are upped and I can deflect range attacks without a lightsaber. This means I can actually bounce them back at others, which is awesome. Fuck yeah, we're level.
Leads.
Dude, we're level 12. Yeah,
and
see,
I mean,
here's
that's not bad. Oh, they're dead.
I know, because they were
There's
helping
another-
us
there's
in the
another-
fight.
There's another cop there, though.
The TSF isn't cut out to handle
Right
all
by.
the problems on Citadel Station right now.
Your heart leads. Like, and I mean, it's not bad to, lead with your heart, but your heart doesn't have eardrums. So it's like, you do still need to use the ears to listen.
True.
I listen only with my, I don't
With
know,
my-
what's something you can listen with, Zach?
My penis. All right, let's grab the ship.
You're right. There are those who only listen with their penises.
All right.
And I have to say, sometimes it leads into lots of trouble.
All right, are you ready?
Oh wait. Oh, okay, no. It says TSF protocol droid, not Zerka.
Yeah.
Same model though. But
Yeah, no.
yeah, I thought you took me to see Zerka without my consent.
I did not. No, we're gonna grab the ship and then we're good. Here we go. Ready?
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna get all of our shit back.
We're gonna get all our ship back. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081's TSF station. How may I be of assistance?
Give me back my crap.
Yeah, the lieutenant said to come here to get the Ebon Hawk and the rest of my possessions out of impound.
I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating.
What? 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 They fucking impounded our ship and then stole it?
And then it just left.
What do you mean, gone?
It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters in Residential Module 082 will remain yours until the situation is resolved.
Dude, what the fuck? You knew this was gonna happen too. What a piece of shit.
Oh, that was so worth it. That was so worth it.
You're just like, yeah, we're gonna go get our ship and we're gonna get out of here. Like, oh, but isn't our ship like I thought we were gonna stay here for a bit. And I know you knew too, Chef. Fucking. And then you just like, just like wait for it, and then it happens. Like,
your response was so. You're just like your jaw dropped to the ground a little bit. I was like, yes. Oh, I feel.
And like it's good for you too, because I think from the previous game you've learned a little bit that, like, especially with games like this or in general, like I tend not to think very far, like when I'm in like the heat of it.
Right.
And so like I'm not second guessing or thinking too far, too many steps ahead here. So like if it looks to be like something's happening like as it is, then I'm not expecting something like this to happen. Your suffering pleases us. Well, I hope it doesn't please Zach. But, okay, maybe I'm mistaken there. Or maybe you're just happy that I had that response, but I hope you're not pleased with my suffering.
I'm very happy at the reaction. The reaction made me happy. It's exactly what I wanted. I was like, oh please, I hope that Jared's like caught off guard by this, and you were. It was perfect.
God damn, dude! Fuck, you stole our shit. Was it the exchange? Was it that guy who came to how do you say, to get her, like to kill us? Was it him? Did he was whoever he may have been working with?
No.
Okay.
But
Someone
we
else
can.
And I highly doubt. Yeah, it was T3.
No, yeah, our boy wouldn't do that. There's no fucking way. All right. Well, let's.
It was truly a great reaction. Hats off to Jared. You're right. You know what I should do? I should start a reaction channel.
Dude, I'd be down.
No. Can I get my possessions at least, or were those on the fucking ship as well?
Well, let's ask. Can I get my possessions back?
Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them.
Oh,
you
good.
will find them in the security lockers.
Ah.
What am I supposed to do now? Is there anything more the TSF can do? How about I wait until you get me another ship before someone gets hurt? One.
I am not qualified to answer that question. However, it is unlikely that someone could steal a starship from under TSF observation without considerable backing. If your vessel has been stolen, there is a fair chance that the exchange possesses relevant information. I do not know what else to suggest, beyond waiting in your quarters for further word.
Well, knowing that these are annoying bureaucrats that we're dealing with, they're never going to do anything. Therefore, I think we're going to have to do some investigating ourselves and you know, poke our nose into business that isn't ours in order to eventually find our ship.
Correct.
We should. I should go.
I should go. Cool. Well, there you go.
God damn it, dude!
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
No, that was the opposite of what I wanted. I wanted us to get our ship, not realize that it's been stolen.
Oh man, that makes me so happy.
From under the care of the of these people, like this. It would literally be like, you know, like you getting pulled over by the cops and saying like, you know, you happen like either you came from a place where it looked like there may have been some, you know, like some crime that was committed, or like maybe your car matches the description of one that was involved in a crime or something, so you know we're gonna take you in and impound your vehicle or whatever, and then you know after they arrest you and like you're detained, then they're like, okay, yeah, it turns out like we did our investigation and like nothing turns out like you had nothing to do with it, you can leave now, and you're like, okay, can you give me my stuff back? And they're like, oh shit, we don't have your car, like it never made it to like the impound station or whatever, like it looks like it's just unaccounted for and maybe even stolen. Like, what? So you wrongfully like arrested me and then lost my shit. What the hell?
Oh, that makes me happy. I'm so glad.
God. No, I no, this dystopian shit does not make me happy. God damn it.
Oh, it makes me happy, dude. Let's do that. Let's give
I want to break something.
Yeah, what do you want to break, huh? Let me know. Talk to me.
Your back.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to break your back even if I tried. Even with all of the mileage that you put on your body from marching band.
Correct. I have put a lot of mileage on my body. Why does it sound so bad?
Because it's true?
I hate it.
If you were a car, what would be the number of miles you would be on you right now?
Too many miles, dude. I am.
Are you like over 100,000 miles? I feel like you might be over 100,000.
Yeah, I am. You're right.
I mean, that's what happens to an athlete's body. You push it too much, and then you end up aging faster than you would normally.
Oh, it's fine, dude. I'm good. All right.
It's not fine, but I mean, I'm glad you're coping.
I am coping. All right.
Oh, so now you have a double vibroblade.
I decided to use the double sword because it's it actually does a good amount of damage. So we can. Ooh. Before I figure we could actually end like now, because that's the. I need to take some anger out on these idiots, these bureaucrats who've stolen our shit. Right. Well, let's talk real quick. Let's get some quests, and then we can call it if you'd like, so that you can have some time. So let's talk to the Lieutenant Gren.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah. You can get my shit back.
So both of
And
these
we
give
can't
us.
say anything about it.
No, we can't. Unfortunately.
Lame.
Let's ask both of these in order, since like they both give us quests. So, how will you recover from the destruction of the Paragus mining facility?
To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape.
How bad?
There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that.
The Republic doesn't have much of any resources to speak of anyway.
Yeah, so is there anything that can be done?
Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing.
So I'm guessing we can do that? Find new sources of fuel?
We can do that. Yes, sir. If I can help, I'd like to.
You? You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault anyway.
Excuse me?
It's like, you really still think that I'm to blame, sir? Are you sure?
Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be waiting.
Bitch.
This guy deserves to get punched in the face after that. This is all your fault. Like,
what an asshole.
Yeah, so fucking rude. Even after it was found out that we had nothing to do with it, he's still just like, no, you're guilty because I said so.
Exactly, you're guilty because reasons. All right, let's talk to him again.
Because I need someone to be mad at.
Exactly. All right. Do you have any work? Let's talk about work.
Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties?
Oh, yes. Tell me.
I'm not a bounty hunter.
No, I am a bounty hunter. Tell me about them. Give them to me. I want those.
I like how there isn't just an option to say I'm not a bounty hunter, but you can always have the classic "I should be going now."
There's always.
Like you could decide just to end it right there. Just I should go. Like no matter how awkward it is conversationally.
I really want to start using "I should go" in normal conversation and just L canceling out of anything I don't want to talk about. Like, I should go.
No, Zach, this isn't a video game.
That's what I'm doing when I arrive at your house. I'm gonna get there and be like, I should go.
Fucking Commander Zach.
Yes, sir. All right, tell me about the bound teams.
This isn't a bounty, so to speak, but we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, two ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem.
All right. Well, tell me about Batono.
Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since.
You have any leads?
Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck.
All right.
Yeah, generally is the case.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Thank you. Keep me updated.
All right, I have other questions.
What is it?
Tell me about the criminals.
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
All right. What do you know about them?
There are two of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know.
All right, I'll see what I can dig up.
All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers to them.
One more bounty. Tell me about Batu Rem, sir.
You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid.
Is there any way to find out about the killer's movements on the station?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you.
All right, I'll see what I can dig up.
If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe.
All right, I'll be going now. Cool, there we go. We got our bounty quests. We got the fuel quest.
The last one doesn't feel like a bounty, kind of just an investigation, because the guy's already dead, right? The assassin.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm not sure what exactly that really counts as a bounty, but whatever. Also, I was just going to point out that, I've always found that phrase to be kind of odd when he said, the criminals, escaped and they're now at large.
Yeah.
I've always found that to be an odd, phrase, the at large phrasing.
Do you not like large criminals? Do you prefer them to be small?
I prefer them to be thin. No large criminals, please.
I prefer them to be petite and submissive and breedable.
Yeah, I was gonna say submissive and breedable. No, I just don't know where it comes from. It just sounds kind of odd. Why are they at large? Also, because at sounds like at a location, at a place, but large is not a place.
Very good question.
I'd have to research where that comes from to know, because otherwise I can't deduce it. Zach, you fucked up our faces.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. We're good. I fixed it. No, shut up. It's fine.
Fool! You
Stop
fool!
It.
You
Stop
fool!
it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I fixed it. It's fine. Bam, fixed. Look at that. See, I'm great.
Why are you shaking your head at me, or us, or anything?
Because I did an oopsie. Okay, so. And literally give you a little bit of time on your own. I need to.
Thank you.
I need to do a little more writing, so it's not a big deal.
Yes, I was actually now that I think about it, because you mentioned it before. Did you having to skip out on dinner with Dane yesterday because of the music that you had to rewrite that was lost from Sibelius crashing? Was that the original cause? It was because Sibelius fucked up and you lost all your music?
I mean, I needed to get more progress in it anyways. I just needed to finish it. The stuff that I lost was part of me writing, but I had to write more on top of that. So
okay, I just wasn't sure if maybe the reason why you had to skip out on last night's shindig with the pals was specifically tied to the fact that you needed to make up for the shit that was lost when Sibelius fucked up.
Right.
But it sounds like it was part of that, but also more. You still had more to do anyway.
Yeah, and I have more to do. I'm gonna finish all the wind parts today, so I can just get to refining them. So I can just get notes on the page and finish that. So, thankfully.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I shall enjoy the VOD. Yes, the VOD will be there. You can watch the first, I don't know, half or whatever it is that you missed.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but yeah, it'll be a little shorter today. I don't know. I feel like I have a little bit less energy today, but also I wanted to get a little bit of time to myself just to rest before I hang out with the roomie and before he heads off to vacation in Europe.
Yeah, that's all
good. Harrison's actually going to be coming over in your direction, not to Sweden, just continentally in your direction, Chef.
On the grand scale of things, he'll be moving closer to Sweden than he was before, but he's not going to Sweden.
Generally moving in a European direction.
That would be like me driving to San Bernardino. I'm moving in a Swedish direction. I'm not going to Sweden, but I'm getting closer to Sweden.
You're getting closer to Florida is what you were doing. You were getting closer to Florida by going to San Bernardino.
That's very true.
I fear. He's going to Austria is where he's going. His brother's in Austria right now, on some kind of, as part of some kind of program. And so he's going to go visit him and with his parents as well. They're going to be hanging out in Europe for a bit there. I don't know. Well, actually, at this point, if it's May, I imagine it'll be finally a little bit warmer in Central Europe. So, but yeah, his brother's teaching English in some semi-rural or even kind of just rural small town in the middle of buttfuck nowhere Austria.
Butt fuck Austria. Oh, I love it. Butt fuckstria.
Butt fuck.
You're welcome.
It is the beginning of summer there. I mean, it's technically the beginning of summer for you too. Just summer looks different everywhere.
That's true. Right now it's 61 degrees and cloudy.
Wonderful. It is
Right.
mostly cloudy today, but it is because it's Florida. It's like the mid 80s.
Ah, yes.
So it's even when it's cloudy, it's still warm.
That's true. All right, well, this was
Anywho.
fun. We got a little bit of stuff done. Potentially finish, do more on Wednesday, Friday. We could probably finish all of Telos. Do another longish
6 degrees
stream.
Celsius and cloudy. Too cold.
Why is it so cold? That's uncomfy.
That's that's unacceptable.
Unhelpful. What would that be like? Would that be in the 40s?
6 degree. I am north. Not you're in the north. You are north.
Yeah, that would be 42.8 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Because I was
A
like,
little chilly.
What always messes me up is just that each degree Celsius is larger than a degree Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And so even though I know like 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it's like I don't know quite how that correlates. Like at least with kilograms to pounds, I can do it slightly because at least I know that it from last I checked that about 50 kilograms is 110 pounds almost exactly. And so if you just keep going up every 50 at 110 pounds, then like that's so 220, 330, 440. You just keep adding another 50 kilograms. Like that kind of like there's something I can track it with, but I don't really know how to track it with Celsius and Fahrenheit. And so like I only just know that like okay, like around 0 degrees Celsius, like that's freezing for Fahrenheit, and then that room temperature is like the low 20s.
Yeah.
Low 20 Fahrenheit, Celsius rather, but
let's get you tucked into bed.
I'm not going to sleep. Put you to bed now. Tuck you in, little boy.
Betty by bow time. All right, this was fun.
Give you a plushie to tug on.
Yeah, do more on Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday. Probably likely also Friday. We're gonna.
It was fun to do all the streaming.
If we could get through like a planet a week, that would be fucking hype.
How many planets are there? Like same as last time?
Same,
about 5-ish.
Well, okay, so Paragus, so the tutorial planet, and then Telos, which is Dantooine, which is like the intermediate planet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 plus that. It's like 7.
Okay.
Yeah, about.
Night, Jared. Don't let any bed bugs. But I hope I don't have bed bugs. That'd be fucking terrible. But yes, thank you.
Well, thanks, gang, for hanging. This was fun. We'll do more. Shorter stream, but it was good. See you later, gang.
Yep. Bye-bye.